Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Express to Mahmood, and today I'm going to give you 10 survival tips or 10 tips that you could use to save your life. Let's get started. I've got all of these tips written down just to help me, but these are all the tips that I've learned or I've known. So, number one is a shark. And what you're supposed to do with a shark is supposed to punch. If a shark decides that you're some fish or some food, you're supposed to punch its sensitive areas in the form of its nose and its gills. You're supposed to punch those areas because they're sensitive areas and, well, they've got many receptors there, so they'll feel the most pain there. Number two, if a person's following you. If a person's following you, you're supposed to make 4 right turns, and then what you're supposed to do is, after those 4 right turns, if the person's still following you, then go to a public area. If you're in a public area, you made those 4 right turns, or you're by yourself and you made those 4 right turns, then you never go to your house, and what you're supposed to do is go to a police station. Number 3 is you're in the wild and you need to cook food or you need warmth. Then what you do is you make a fire. What you do, you get dry sticks that you find. And then you go to your base, your camp, wherever you're sleeping. You make a hole. And once you've made that hole, after you made that hole, you're supposed to put your sticks in the hole and then get like dry moss. So your sticks are your base. Your dry sticks are your base. Then you're supposed to get like dry grass or dry moss. Lay that on top so you have something to spark the fire, like get the fire burning, and then use a splint and do the fire. Or if you don't have a splint, then this is what a splint looks like. If you don't have a splint, then you can use 2 like dry sticks between your hand and then rub it. So I'll show you that real quickly. So guys, what you want to do, you've got your sticks, and then you want to layer them on top, and the pencils will be the sticks, and then I've got paper here to be the dry leaves. What you do, you put it on top. If you have a splint, you will essentially go like that, and then sparks should come. But if you don't have a splint, then you want to do pointy side down, and then you want to create friction and essentially go like that. Of course, you'll be doing it on the paper like this, essentially like that. And then you'll be going like that. Rubbing it really fast, and then you should see a spark. You want to do pointy side down so it stays in. And then you want to, if I push it all together, pointy side down, then what you want to do is just rubbing it. Spark should come because of the friction and the heat. And then, yeah, that's how you make a fire. Number 4 is a tsunami. If you see some big massive wave of water coming towards you and it doesn't look like a typical wave, it looks like a wave that's actually starting to come on land as well, and it doesn't look like a wave that's going down. Basically, this is a tsunami picture. What you do, you want to run away fast as possible. You want to get as further away as possible as you can, preferably far as you can, preferably at least a good 30 meters. But if you can't get 30 meters, then you want to get 30 meters above the ground. If you can climb, then climb a really tall tree or a really tall building. But you wouldn't want to do a building because of the water, the tsunami. You'd climb like a lamppost, a tree, something that won't get like taken down by the tsunami, and you want to be 30 feet above the air, 30 meters above the air. Then number 5, we got surviving without a parachute. What you want to, and number 5, surviving without a parachute, what you want to do is make your body wide as possible. So essentially, you want to be making your body as wide as possible. So if I quickly show you, you want to make your body essentially like this. Spread your legs out like this, a big massive star. And you're doing essentially that, like you're being a big massive star. And obviously you're going to face the ground anyway. But you want to be a big massive star and make it as wide as possible if you don't have a parachute, because you want to do as much surface area as possible. Almost like a wingsuit, but you don't have a wingsuit. Then what you also want to do is you want to land on soft areas, like if you can find a snow area or an area like sand or like a soft area that can take the impact. You don't want to land on water because water on impact becomes hard and then it will hurt. Number 6, if a car is in water sinking, never open the door. What you want to do is, as soon as the car's sinking, you want to smash the window and get out and climb out. If you can't smash the window, or you can't find anything to help you smash the window, then don't open your door. You have to wait till the car sinks and then let the water pressure equal out. And then once the water pressure has equaled with the air inside and the water, once that's all equal and you fully sunk, then you can open the door, because it'll be much easier to open the door and you won't have any water rushing in because it'll already be equal. And the water will be rushing in, but then you'll be easy getting out. Number 7, if an elevator falls. Elevator fall, basically, what you want to do if an elevator's falling, you never want to jump, because this is just going to provide the shock waves and everything, run through your body, and you may shatter a bone or something like that. You want to take as little impact as possible, but you want to share the impact on your body so it doesn't affect you as much. You want to lay on your back, and then you'll have less impact. Just lie down on your back and spread yourself out. Number 8, lightning. One way to tell if you're going to get struck by lightning is if your hair just starts randomly, especially the hair on your head, if your hair randomly just starts getting all spiky, and not spiky like style, like how people style their hair spiky. If it gets spiky in an unnatural way, then you have to get low as possible, like curl up in a ball low as possible to take less impact and let the lightning strike you. Or you want to get in a house or something. What you never want to do is get under like a tree, because they can catch on fire. Or you don't want to get in like near electricity places, like these pylons and windmills and all these areas that generate electricity or can get affected by the lightning. Number 9, if you go hungry and there's snow, if you're hungry basically, what you should do if you're hungry is, if you have food, ration your food. You want to share your food because you don't know how long you'll be needing there. If you need to survive, you've got stuck somewhere, you need to survive, ration that food. If you have no food, you can set traps for like animals and things using whatever you got. If you've got like a rope or wire or something, or even a net or something. But say you don't have none of those and you've got snow around you, like your plane landed in the Antarctic and no one's found you yet, because no signal or nothing. You never want to eat snow. Snow, the temperature of snow is going to dehydrate your body quicker, and the internal core of you, your internal temperature is going to drop. That's why you never want to be eating snow. It's only going to make you more thirsty and make you more colder and make you die basically quicker. And the last one is if you get stabbed. If you get stabbed or someone you see gets stabbed, never take the knife out. Taking the knife out will result in blood loss, more blood loss than they've already lost. And this will result in them dying. If you keep the knife in, you're not allowing that blood to leave the body, so they still have a chance of survival if they can get to a hospital as soon as possible. You should let the surgeons and all these doctors take the knife out, because they can easily stop the blood and stitch the person up and see the damage. And it also allows the doctors to see how far the knife has gone in their body, whatever organ or whatever place of the body it is. It allows them to see how far the knife has gone down, and then they can see how bad the problem is. So never take the knife out. And other than that, those are my 10 tips, my 10 survival tips that one day can save your life. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to check out my other videos. And peace.